Hello, YouTube and their crypto enthusiasts, and welcome to another episode of Equibit Trading. Today, things are looking much better than they did just a couple of days ago, and I think much now is we are a little bit in a wait and see situation because of what's going on with the stock market, the crypto market, and Bitcoin is tied to still tied to the stock market and what's going on in the stock market and the economy. So what everyone is waiting to see now is if we can close about and break this downtrend line here, and for the markets to recover and not fall behind below the 100 moving average. And right now we are also above the 50 moving average. That is great. The market was worried about this Evergrande thing that you've been hearing about the last few days, and it seems like it's calming down now. I read a lot about it, but it's not solved yet. But the thing is in progress, and the market was a little bit shocked on Friday, and as people have had the time to put set himself into the situation and read about it. I think the market, at least from what we're seeing here, is that the market are not that worried yet, at least, and we see a little bit of a correction to this dip that played out before the weekend, and we are currently above the downward sloping trend here. So if we can close here, that is perfect. Then I think people will be um, less scared. We have the 100 moving average here. My plan was to get out of the S&P 500 if we close below the 100 moving average on the daily. We have not done that yet, so I am still bullish. Or I'm still in the market. I'm not that bullish, but a close above the 50 moving average here would be great. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. It's a little bit the same situation here with Bitcoin. I think when we close, if we manage to close above here and stay above here for 1 or 2 days, then I think Bitcoin also will break this downward sloping trend line here, and we break out of the trend, and we are, I mean, we have the 50 here crossing the 100 moving average. I don't think we had that since let me just double check this. I don't think we had that since a long time ago. So that should be something very bullish. We can see we have that here in May. Yeah, it's been that far. So that was actually the start of the bull market here. The 50 coming and crossing the 100, and also the 100 crossing the 200. Of course, I think that was what triggered the bull market. The 100 crossing the 200 moving average, and we had this huge pump up a few days later. But ever since the moving averages have been in the right order until we had the big dump here on the China news. So this is the first time we see the 100 actually, no, the 50 coming up and crossing the 50. But still, I don't think we will see huge movement in Bitcoin before this whole Evergrande thing is resolved. Also because some people start to speculate um, if Tether is holding Evergrande depth. I don't think they are, but they are probably holding some other depth. And if this thing starts to snowball and one thing drag the other with them, then it's probably gonna affect Tether a little bit. But I think this is mostly FUD. To be honest, there is no evidence saying that Tether hold or anything that implicate that Tether is holding any of that Evergrande debt. So I think we're going to keep it simple today, and that's what we say. There is not too much else to say. That we need to break this line. That line will be broken if the stock market is closing over here and breaking this downward sloping trend. And we have another one of these V-shaped recoveries. How many V-shaped recoveries have we had so far this year? V-shape, 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 V-shape. There's all V-shaped recoveries. Um, all the way back to the Savessa dump, which also was a V-shaped recovery. So as long as we stay above the 100 here on the S&P, I am keeping my investments in stocks. So let's have a quick look at Solana. The bull flag here is still in play. So that can be a play if this thing with the stock market and Bitcoin resolve itself. I think we will see a breakout on Solana, and probably first up to this. Well, first we need to beat this high here, and then the next target is up here. But just a breakout here is also a nice trade, at least up to this point, and then from here up to here, and then sky's the limit. And my target for Solana, if we get this breakout, is still, I think it was 170. Now it's a little bit less since more time have gone on. That's the thing with bull flags, is that you have downward sloping support, but it's still $268. I would probably be happy enough here to take some profits as we go into this prior swing high, because you can also call this a falling wedge, and the target of a wedge is always the top of the wedge. So maybe I will just be happy to take some profits here, and if we break the swing high, maybe go back in and ride the wave to the top. So I think that's it for today. So bye for now, and remember to subscribe and hit the like and the bell notification and all that stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.